Hello, clubbers, and welcome back to Let's Go Clubbin, your favorite podcast powered by Suffolk in the Hub. Today, I'm here in Studio 73 on Tremont Street, right in downtown Boston, and I'm your host, Imani. I'm so excited to be back with you guys for another semester of learning all about the clubs, groups, and organizations on Suffolk University's campus. I hope you're all feeling rested, you've recuperated, and you're ready to get back after it this semester on Suffolk's campus. Now, we have a lot of really exciting guests lined up for this upcoming semester, but today we're getting started with the Suffolk University Football Club. I have two very special guests, Kostas and Max. Hey guys.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you so much for having us on to here. We're so excited to go clubbing.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited that you guys are as enthusiastic about this as I am.
Yeah, why not? We got some disco balls.
Exactly
we got some
this.
cool little cups, lights. Why not?
Ready to go.
It's a great time.
It is a great time.
Very much.
All right, now give us a little bit of an introduction to yourself. Tell everyone about who you are, what year you're in Suffolk, and like what you do about on campus.
Right, I'll go first.
Sure.
So I'm Kostas. I'm a junior here at Suffolk, I think. Yep, a junior. And I'm a biology major with a minor in film.
Very good.
I've been doing SUFC since, I want to say, my freshman year of college.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'm Maximo. I am, I guess, the vice president. You didn't say that you were president, which was wild. I'm just saying.
All right. Dude's just throwing a coup on me right now, but it's fine.
Yeah. I'm doing a double major in marketing and finance, and I am a sophomore, and I've been in SUFC since my freshman year, so last year I started.
Good. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
Now, was Suffolk SUFC is one of the clubs on campus that I don't have a lot of background information about. I only know about it through Kostas and meeting you guys at the involvement fair, of course.
Fair.
But tell me about it. Was it a club you guys started, or was it handed down to you from previous students?
So the club was first established back in 2019.
Yeah.
So it was handed down from us from the previous presidents.
Yeah.
I will say we are still relatively new.
Yeah.
I want to say before me being the president, it was, I think, 2-3 people before that. And even then it was like, they kind of were more like, we're just kind of understanding what the club rules are at Suffolk.
And what it's going to look like.
Yeah, exactly. Like events or like how things are organized. Even at the events fair, like when I first came here, they literally had just a QR code for a WhatsApp group chat.
Yep.
And they were just like, join the soccer club. You're going to have a blast. And I was like, I mean,
May as well.
Yeah.
I might as well try it
here
out.
now, yeah.
Soccer seems fun. I enjoy the game, so might as well try it out.
So did you both grow up playing soccer before? Or was it something you picked up when you got here?
So I played soccer probably for 2 years when I was in third grade, and I absolutely hated it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
But then over the year, I kind of just like heard more and more about soccer players, and I mean, I grew up in an area where it's like American football is the thing to do, and I was just like, I don't get that game. So then you see soccer players, and it's just so much easier.
So
I'm
much
like,
easier, yeah.
I can hop onto it, and then I just kind of picked it up during college, and
Yeah.
I've had a good time.
Max?
I'm a bit different. So I grew up in Miami, so Latin American culture is a lot stronger.
course.
I grew up, I am from Latin American heritage,
Yeah.
so soccer has always, I should say football, but we're in America now.
purposes of
We're in
being in
America now,
Boston,
so
yeah.
I'll be saying soccer, don't hate me. So soccer has been part of my life since I was 3 years old. And I always had some form of connection with it, whether it's being in a club, whether it's meeting with friends and playing like that. And then during high school, I didn't really get to play it because studies were a lot more important for me. And then I was in my first semester, and my buddies, my roommates, were like, "Yo, there's this club, and there's a soccer club that's honestly popping pretty well now, and there's a lot of people doing pickups and stuff. Do you want to come?" And I'm like, hell yeah. And I got back into it, and I've loved it ever since. I loved the management, I loved everybody that was in it, and I loved the culture that was around it. So I was just like, yeah, I need to be part of this, and I need to help it grow.
That's
I
so
will say,
exciting.
the one funny thing with the culture, because again, our whole thing, it's like soccer in America, but everywhere else calls it football.
Yeah.
So when either of us are like, all right, it's a soccer club, we play soccer, half the people are like, it's football, say it's football. I'm
It's
like,
football,
dude,
just call it football. That's
like,
what it is.
I know that, but like we called it football club last year.
Yeah.
We at the last involvement fair.
Oh my God.
We only referred to it as football and only said football. I will say we had so many people go, I don't play American. I don't like football. I don't like that. Like, I'm more of I play soccer instead. I'm like,
Well, that's exactly what this is.
Or we got the other way around. You're like, oh, so you're American football? And we're like,
no,
certainly
not that.
It's not that.
We're
it's the one with actual feet being involved into it.
Oh, then be like, oh, I'm not interested. So
yeah.
It's like.
Well, it's good that you guys got it all like kind of sorted out now, and people have joined for
it's still horrible.
A work in progress.
Yeah, it's work in progress.
It's nice that people have joined for the right reasons, at least. And it seems like they've stuck around for that.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot of people who keep staying after, like, semester. It's not like, I'd say, like, sure, we have a lot of people, like, signed up, but it's like the people who keep coming, they've continuously came, too.
That's really exciting stuff.
Pretty much every single time we've hosted a pickup, it's like guaranteed that we at least get like 16 people.
Oh wow!
No matter what,
That's
and then
crazy, yeah.
What we're trying to work on now is a bit more of like that, like university between universities. Because what happened is that like last year we got like a decent influx from people inside of the university and outside of the university. Like we would get 16 people inside of the university and then 16 people outside of the university.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. We kind of just lost those people. I don't know if they just decided to leave or something, but
it's hard with clubs and like with students being students. The commitment all the time sometimes is a bit harder to come by, but that's kind of how it goes. But
exactly. But the thing is, we kind of figured out, I want to say like a loophole into that because we do our pickups on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So like instead of it being like, oh, during activities period, we're gonna all run over to Memorial and Eastie and just play. It's like, Saturdays, guys, get here at 12:30. We'll play till
4 or 5?
Yeah, 4 or 5.
That's crazy work. That's a long time.
Oh yeah, but it comes by so
fast.
Oh no. And then everybody's like, what do you mean? There's still so much more to be had when we're like, it's literally dark.
It's like, it's nighttime, like we have to go home.
You cannot see the ball, please.
It's like, it's pitch black out, guys. Like, you want to get your phones and turn on the flashlight? I'll give you a soccer ball. Like, do it. But I'm going.
Yeah.
So tell us, for people that don't know much about the club, give them a little bit of a rundown of what it looks like to be a member of the club. Because you're saying you go to Eastie on Saturdays. What does it look like? General meetings, do you guys have those? Or is it more just meeting and pickup games?
Yeah, it's mostly just pickups. So what we normally do is we have a WhatsApp group chat where everybody in there is part of it, and then we mostly Kostas puts up a sign-up sheet. Like says, hey, sign up if you want to play Saturday at 12:30 or 1 or 1 whatever, and then you put your name, and then that's it. You are officially registered, and then you can come to the Saturday pickup. You can play until however long. You don't have to stay for the entire duration.
Yeah.
Like if you have work at 2 and you just want to get that 1 hour, 2 hour exercise, it's like be it.
Swing on in. We'll have fun. We'll give you a little penny, and then you leave, and we'll have a great time either way.
Yeah, exactly.
And how does it work with teams? Is it just you set them up? However, when you sign up, or is it just you're thrown on the field and figure it out?
So the teams have always been the hardest thing to do because since we're intramural, like we're not a professional club, but the thing is because we're intramural, we take everyone. So we have a range of people who have never played the game in their life to like professionals. We've actually on more than one occasion we've had members from the actual Suffolk team just play with us.
Oh, that's
not
fun.
because they were like, we don't have a game going on. I'm kind of bored. I want to kick a ball around for a bit.
Yeah.
So we have a giant range. So whenever we do teams or we try to put together a plan for teams, it can get so overly like one team has like all like the pro players and then the other team has like none. So it's like halfway through the game it'll be like 5-0 and you're like,
well, what are we gonna do? Like this is just where we're at now. So
what we've been doing actually, we get sticky notes of 2 different colors, and when people just walk in, I'm like, all right, here's your sticky note. Like just every other person gets one. Like so then we're like,
okay, green team here, purple team here, and then. Hey, if it's random, at least it's random, so nobody can be like, okay, well, your team is clearly overpowered, and like you made it that way. It's like it's random, so then what we can just do is like, okay, so you're clearly the best player here. You go that side, and then we just switch players, and then we try to balance it out as much as possible, and that's mostly just management. That's mostly just us.
That's just us being like, all right, now we got to balance the team so it's not too bad.
But actually, we've gotten really lucky. Like every single time we've done that sticky note method. Always works like
fair
wonder.
Teams.
Oh, it's shockingly
like some of the best games we've had, like 1-1, and it's like back and forth. It's super fun.
Oh yeah.
And then, so I'm hearing a lot about how you guys are having a range of people coming to the club meetings, which is super exciting and super fun. And I think with going to school in downtown Boston, I've noticed that a lot of students have said that it's pretty hard sometimes to find people with common interests and to make friends. But it seems like you guys are doing a pretty good job of helping students form a community through something that they really enjoy, like playing soccer.
Exactly.
So talk a little bit like about that.
Yeah, of course. So I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head of like, because it's like super diverse here in Boston, it's like we kind of created that community. Like the common interest is like soccer or football, but it's like it goes further on that because not only because it's Suffolk, we have a huge international student population. The club itself, I mean,
super diverse.
Super diverse. Like I'm trying to think of the words, but it's like we have a ton of people from like the same area in Latin America. We have a ton of people from Saudi Arabia. We have a ton of people from, like, I know a couple of good players we have. They're from like Algeria, Tunisia, Italy, Spain, like the whole Mediterranean coast. Like everyone from every region around the world, some way, shape, or form has like played with us on the pitch, and
that's super exciting.
It's good because it gets all of those people to kind of just just chat, and you'll find out crazy interests too. Like, I mean, I'd say me and Max, like, we both love soccer, but it's like, I mean, throughout the time, like,
I'm a business major. He's a science major.
Yeah,
we
so
have
like
no
the
reason.
Of classes
we have no reason to be friends, and yet because of soccer, we have been able to create a great friendship.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, besides just being, group members and
president and vice president.
And on the board together.
We still like meet up every single Saturday, and even before that, we do stuff together.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's and I've made so many friends from the club. It's just so much fun.
That's so cool.
The entire reason why we made the World Cup was because we saw the potential. I mean, in our club, we have enough people to enough of the team.
Okay. So explain the concept of the World Cup to
everyone.
Fair.
Crazy segue right there.
I mean, am I wrong?
You're not wrong. It's just a crazy segue.
Yeah. Okay. So give people a little bit of background on the World Cup and what the event is.
Yeah. So essentially, the World Cup was started by the president before me. His name was Felipe.
Yes.
Very nice guy. He's actually, funny enough, from Brazil. And his whole thing was he wanted, this kind of came off, I want to say it was the year after the World Cup in Qatar, where I don't know if you were into it, but I know.
That was the best.
Yeah.
I grew up watching my dad's from Africa. Obviously, soccer or football was huge there, so I grew up watching the World Cup. That was the best World Cup
Morocco
I've
was
seen.
going crazy
that
too.
Was crazy.
Agreed.
That was so much fun.
The fact that Morocco shut down Portugal and that entire thing.
I don't even.
Oh, it's the reason I love Hakimi, like just casually, because he was leading that team, and he was like, "We're gonna shut down Ronaldo," and like instantly confirm that no, Messi over Ronaldo, like
exactly this.
So much, and it's like again, like everyone got into it. So Felipe was just like, you know what? Let's bring it to Suffolk. We have the ability to. We have the international population. We, granted, literally during my classes, we were watching live streams of the World Cup while doing class. Like, it's like there's clearly an interest. So Felipe was like, let's do it.
Okay, so what does the World Cup event look like? How do you do you do teams? How does that get separated?
We decided to have, instead of countries, because that would just be a bit outrageous, we decided to do continents.
Okay.
So we did North America, South America, Middle East, Africa, Europe, Asia, and then
Central America,
and then Oceania and Central America.
Okay.
Yes.
So we did all of those, and then we made that as the 8 different teams, and then we just did mostly tabling in Sawyer and Samia, and we said, hey, anybody who's interested in doing the World Cup, put your name down, and then put which continent you want to represent. And surprising, so the entire planning, no hate, nothing, was an absolute mess. So our first meeting with SGA, because we were planning on doing a
joint
collaboration with SGA, our first meeting was a week before the World Cup.
Oh gosh, okay.
The actual plan, like the entire planning of it and everything was done a week before with SGA, and we had done 0 tabling, meaning we had nobody still even registered for it.
Right.
So then Felipe was just like, hey, Kostas, do you want to help me table? And I was like, and he was just like, okay, we need to table. We need to get people to register. And then we started doing registering like 3 days before the World Cup.
Right.
In 2 days, we got 80 people.
That's crazy.
So after that, we were like, okay, this is looking a lot more promising than we had hoped. And then finally we got it, and everything somehow just worked perfectly. There was a couple mishaps, but everything went so smoothly because everybody just, it's the definition of passion of football or soccer. Like everybody, even though there was some quirks, there were some issues, everybody just wanted to play. And so because of that, everything just worked perfectly.
That's so
great.
Oh, yeah.
I think
we started we were kind of like, all right, we'll start at 12, we'll probably be done by 4. I was there from the sun up to sunset. I genuinely do not think I left that field until like 6. We were out there so long, actually. I was like, just in the bathroom, just cleaning some stuff up, and literally, I was like sunburnt and tanned everywhere. I was like, how did this happen? The sun was that
It wasn't that
bright,
crazy, yeah.
But no, we were just out there, and you just kind of lose track of all the time.
And so is it a round robin tournament of the different continents?
So what we did was we kind of just randomly set up it's just a tournament style.
Okay, yeah. Okay, perfect.
So we kind of just randomly were like, continent, this, and assuming that everyone shows up, we'll be done within a couple hours.
Yeah.
And we had a little award ceremony. We even got like trophies that we gave out. Yeah. I think we had a Ballon d'Or award also. And essentially what we did was someone from SGA was filming all the goals, posting it onto the Instagram, and people could vote on like good goals. And whichever person that got that good goal, like the most votes, they won the Ballon d'Or.
That's such a cool concept, and like such a good way to get everybody involved with the tournament. Even if they didn't want to participate, say on that day, they could still like have a sense of being there, which is super
that's
fun.
What we're trying to do this time around. We're going to try to get, we want the people who want to play, we definitely want them to still come. But the thing is, we realized last time around, it's like, well, what are the people who are sitting that are waiting for their division to go up, waiting for their friends to play? They got nothing going on. So not only this time around are we kind of prepping for the game, we're also figuring out what to do, not what to do, but how to keep people who are watching or waiting interested to keep staying.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been our new this is our new take on the World Cup event.
That's super. This sounds so cool. I am genuinely so excited to see what the World Cup event, and I will be there too. I will be tuned in when it comes around.
Please do.
So you guys are hosting it again this semester?
Yes. Felipe, before he left, apparently he signed a deal with SGA, being like, "Yeah, we're going to run World Cup again."
This is going to be a yearly event. Yes.
That's so cool. That is so fun.
You know how Suffolk has the spring ball or the awards event thing? I forget what it's called. We're kind of let's just try to do that with a World Cup, because it's not easy, but it's it's fun, it's exciting, anyone is involved and can join. And I mean, this time around, if you're looking for an apartment, we have a partnership with a realty company. They're going to set up a little booth, and they can, you can actually apartment shop while at the World Cup this time around.
Double whammy. That seems like a great deal for students that are getting involved with you guys.
Oh my God, yeah. And also everyone there is a commuter. Suffolk's mostly commuter. All of our people, the people that come to these events, usually commuters, or they're from different areas of outer Boston. So they're always I want to live in Boston more. So we're like, why not?
There we go. Yeah, may as well.
Yeah, what's stopping us? Why not?
Okay. I feel like we covered a lot of topics today, and I'm feeling really excited for what you guys have coming up this semester. I'm super pumped to see what you guys get up to. But before we close out the episode, I want you guys to just take a look down camera 2 over here and give everyone a quick little pitch on why you think they should join the club. Give us the highlights, the best parts of the club, why you think people should join.
Yeah. You go first.
No, you go first. You're the president. Come on.
Too kind.
Come
You're
on.
too kind.
President has to start.
So, why should you join SUFC? Well, if you want to meet a lot of people from different perspectives all around the world, this is the best spot to do it. We have so many international students. We have so many students from anywhere around the world. And again, you're just going to run into some people there, and you're like, dang, we actually are really good friends. We actually can do stuff outside of just playing soccer. It's a great way to make friends. Also, especially when it gets warmer out, spending a Saturday afternoon just hanging around on a soccer field, you don't even need to play. You can just sit and watch and have a good time. It's a good way to spend your weekend. It definitely beats sitting in your house rewatching the same shows over again.
Fair. Certainly does.
Yeah, it gives me something to do. Everyone's like, "Oh, you free Saturday?" I'm like, "No, I'm playing.
I'm busy. I've got things to do.
I got SUFC. I got to
play in the World Cup.
Yeah, exactly. I got to play in the World Cup. I got to do pickup games. We can't not do it.
Yeah.
But
Loving it.
I think that's a good pitch.
I think it's a really good pitch.
Yeah.
Max, anything else to add?
I think the only thing that I would add is the fact that I personally get some itches to do just activities at random moments, and before that I really had nothing to do. I had to just sit there and kind of just have the itch to do some physical activity and not be able to do it. And with us, there's no commitment to do anything.
Oh yeah, zero
Like,
commitment.
we have people signed up that just show up once a month. Their monthly activity. And you can do that. We have no reason to stop you or force you to have to do something. So if you just want to sign up and then once a semester you want to just, I have an itch to play football, do it. And that's why you should come.
And that's why you should come. I love it. I'm so happy for you guys. This is such exciting stuff. Everyone, you should follow Suffolk FC on Instagram.
Yes.
At Suffolk FC. Keep yourself posted. Turn on post notifications.
Please.
Also, we have a new Instagram account for Let's Go Clubbin. It's called Let's Go Clubbin Podcast. Make sure to give us a follow so you can see what we're going to get up to for the rest of the semester. It was so great to be back with you guys. I'm super excited to see you guys on the next episode, and I hope you have a great week. All right. Peace and love, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.